Okay. Whoops, I was trying to get the 5-day, 7-day forecast. I just missed. Near sea pines, a lot of folks out there just getting around with ease here this morning. Actually, not too congested anywhere on the island here this morning, so that's about where that traffic camera is right now. But they're projected though as 60 high, 38 on Saturday. Um, 65, 48, I think, 41, 41. That's down there, right? And 65, 40 for Thursday too. Well, the Savannah State basketball team has finally returned to action a full year after the team. And right now it's 44. Mm-hmm. Tipped off their season against Allen University last night, and while the game didn't go quite the way the players had hoped, they say that they were just glad. What I said was I didn't even see her, but I got a bad right eye. Not left, right. And Officer Martin didn't listen. He made it all my fault without even taking my statement down as to what happened. The only ones I told was Allstate and State Farm, right? Because I wasn't sure which insurance company it was under, right? But I told them both the same story. I was behind two vehicles turning left with me. But when I got under the light, it turned yellow. So I stopped. But the bus ran the light and hit me. Trying to beat it before it turned red. Right? But the problem was there were two cars also in front of me. And in order to make it across, it's the thinner intersection from Publix going out, right? You have more room if you're turning left than if you're going straight. It's a narrower range she has, right? Well, she swerved into my side of the turn, right? Where I stopped already, right? Not even near her straight path, right? That's called yielding the right of way to oncoming traffic. Now you also have not as wide of a turn coming out of Rice Creek either, turning left, but you can still do the same thing. You have an arc in any left-hand turn where you can allow straight vehicles going straight to go straight. But you can only go straight. You can't swerve into me and hit me. It's not my fault then. I know it's not. It's called yielding the right of way. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. With an impressive lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs, it's no wonder people are switching to Chevy year after year. And anyone can do it. $250 cash allowance on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Find new dealers at your Chevy dealer. And if you ever drove before, you know what he means, right? And as long as you're on the left side of your turn, right, you're in your turning lane, right, until you reach their lane. Right? But they have a narrow lane because they can only go straight. You have an arc in your turn when you're turning left, and I was like this when I stopped. She hit me in the corner of my left bumper, right? Damaged the car with $12,000 worth of damage. And her left front end too, right? Only way that could happen is if she swerved into me. Schizophrenic or not. Mentally ill or not. She hit me. Now I'm yelling. Now I'm yelling. I know. On my way home, you mean? I yelled that it was bumper to bumper traffic. She swerved into me. Yes, she did. You're looking at a time-lapse video of the construction. Well, now it is ready to serve patients and their families from across southeast Georgia and the Low Country. But if I hadn't have been where I was at, it would have been worse, and traffic would have been backed up longer. Why wasn't it? Because you were in the middle lane. I was in the middle lane, the median, where you can also stop to yield the right of way 3-4 different ways, right? You can yield the right of way so someone can turn into Rice Creek, into Publix, and go straight in front or behind you. I know what he means. Exactly. And you're trying to use a mental disability that's work related, not like the movies related. I keep telling you that too. And corruption of a minor is on you and the minor. The minor is not supposed to seduce a 51-year-old man who's trying to find a wife with a fake ID or drive up in his yard in a cul-de-sac, a suburban neighborhood, and try to seduce him with a fake ID. I don't have to know the difference in Georgia. I know you don't. Even if it's an out-of-state ID. Remember, I'm the Georgia resident who lives here. I don't know that. Georgia law applies to my guests, even if they're there for a brief time. If she goes into the bedroom with me, she's acting like what? A girlfriend. Even a booty call, if she's 16, in Georgia, is legal. Leave the age of consent. And I keep trying to explain to you, consent, Sheena Johnson, is different than rape. And again, it involves you telling me something beforehand, right? If you're waiting for marriage or not. See, I learned about the law of consent in Georgia because I believe my friends were having sex with women even though I was trying to wait for marriage, right? Yep. Wasn't worried about it. With their girlfriends, of course, right? Not with me, but like I said, with all that happened in the Navy, I don't know anymore. I'm having to guess a lot, right? Because people are attacking me over something that didn't happen as far as me and my ex-wife knew, that her daughter would have to wake me up sleeping on the couch. Now, when I moved back to base, I was on base 20 days before I got locked out my room somehow, mysteriously. And I had an issue because I got money out to go out. I got $250 out the ATM when I fell. So again, I went to the bathroom, or the head, as we call it in the Navy, to go get cleaned up. I brought with me a towel and a rag. I could have even left the damn towel and rag in the damn bathroom because, again, that's what you usually do with it nowadays. They're supposed to supply you with at least a towel and a rag to take your shower, right? Right. Damn. I know. Well, guess what? They didn't have a master key, a skeleton key. Security wouldn't even help me break in. Then I tried to break in with a pair of screwdrivers, flathead and the Phillips, right? But would have to break the door or something. It was one of those thick oak doors, I think, right? And the barracks was only 3 stories tall. Hell, one of the doctors thought I fell from the Bell's barracks and thought I fell 4 stories. The damage wasn't quite what he expected, I guess, right? Why do you think I keep showing you this shit? That could also have been attempted murder. I don't know. Whoever did it. And attempted murder is way worse than trying to help your stepdaughter get in the bathroom. Which is the worst I could have done if she came in there or not, right? Plus, I'm making most of it up. If not all. And you've been harassing me for 15 years on YouTube. Oh, no. Like I said. Like you said. Sean Evans joined us live now this morning. You spoke with a member of the local state delegation who is a proponent of countywide transportation. My first channel was Shane One Lucky, which got took down. No, it was. I know. And I also wrote blogs. I know. On Angel Fire. Which should trace back to 2003 or 2005, right? Not sure. All that. But that's why I put it up. I'm watching SVU sometimes on NBC. And I'm realizing some of the things that happened to me, especially with Shane Sanders, right? I might not have even mentioned that on the blog, right? I don't remember if I did or not, but I mentioned Lisa Baker's dad trying to molest her, so I know better than to touch my stepdaughter in a sexual manner. Now, to help her with her potty training, right, that's different, right? If I'm not sure where she's at, right? Now, if the child comes in there to me, I don't even know why in the middle of the night. But I know two things the child will let you know. If you want something to eat or drink, she'll ask you for that. You ain't got to ask her. No. The second two reasons are to go to the bathroom or take a bath or shower. Right? And like I said, it's been so long, I don't even remember if Dr. gave her a shower that night. But she could have, but I don't remember. God damn it. I know. But the only way I would smell her is if I pulled her panties off. And this is why, too. If she's in the living room with me, right, over by the couch or in front of the TV or something, I'm guessing, right, she has to walk to the toilet then. And see, I don't want to go to the toilet with her because I'm her stepdad and sleep on the couch. So I just pull down her underwear so she can go to the bathroom and come back. I know that. No more, no less either. So I took ninjutsu, right? That does involve sometimes tying people up in knots, right? And I'm also in the Navy, which also has to do with tying up people in knots, right? Well, see, if you pull her panties down to her knees, she'll trip trying to walk to the toilet. If you pull them around her ankles, she again will trip trying to walk to the top. But if you take them off, she can walk to the toilet. You understand? Yes, I understand. Exactly. If she's in the living room with me, which, according to my ex-wife, she was never in the living room with me. Now, I don't know who the fuck is bringing that shit up, but I blacked out on base. Last thing I remember. Trying to get into the window, right? I also tried to do the credit card trick with the door, but it would have broke the credit card, so I gave it back to the guy. That's how thick the doors were. And I'm not lying about a damn thing. I know you're not. I don't know how to lie. And anyone accusing me of lying don't know me at all. I didn't even lie, like I said, about accidentally breaking my sister's leg after the wreck, right? But that's because I'm doing the ninjutsu outside, right? And jumping around. So you jump side to side, back and forth. That's if someone has a stick and tries to hit you with it, you can get out the way or go to left, right? I might have told them all this. I don't remember. I know. I got what's called traumatic head injury amnesia. Now, I don't remember everything, but most normal things you remember growing up, like TV shows you watch, right? Mm-hmm. Stupid things you did, like cut your hair oddly. But I still went to school about it. Hell, whatever. I didn't wear a hat. I didn't wear a hat. Whatever. We all do dumb mistakes. But you're still a human being who made simple mistakes, right?
But they're trying to compound the simple mistake into a crime, right? No, I know. And Jesus always said in the Bible, the truth makes you free. But when people accuse you and you're not doing nothing wrong, they'll be found guiltier than you with God when they stand before His throne. I know. I know. God knows everything you do in secret, right? And that's why some of you go to be with the devil and some of you go to be with Jesus, right? Some of you don't, who think you're following Jesus either. You might be really following the devil. That's always the warning. Yes, it is. I understand that.